So if you have been looking for the easiest way to make pap from scratch, this video is for you. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Noni. I'm a mom YouTuber based in Abuja, Nigeria. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the easiest way you can make pap from scratch. So this is a weight gaining food for kids. It's mixed cereals, like mixed grains for kids. The things we'll be using for this pap making is Guinea corn. We are going to be using, this is Guinea corn. We are going to be using corn, Guinea corn and millet. So this is what millet looks like. This is the color of corn. I'm using white corn. You can choose any color of your choice, and I'm using red Guinea corn. And so this Guinea corn is very rich in fiber, protein, carbohydrate, all the old vitamins and minerals that your child needs to grow stronger. This is what it looks like. This is the red one that I'm using. They have white one. You can use any color. The colors you select is all totally depends on what you want. And this is my millet. I'm using white millet as well. The millet also have another color. You can use any color of your choice. This also is rich in fiber, vitamins, mineral, protein, and all that. Then I'm using white corn. This is where the main carbohydrate is coming from. So when you mix these three grains together, it is very good for kids, especially if you want your child to add weight in the right way. So this is a very good, it will help the child to grow properly and reach his or her maximum growth potential. So what we'll do is just go ahead and select the corns. I'll go ahead and pick out the stones of the corn, which I have already done. Then we go ahead and start washing. So just wash the corn, each one after the other, because Guinea corn is smaller and the millet is smaller. So if you wash them in a bowl, you're going to be losing a lot of them. But when you use a sieve like this, as I am, to wash it, it will be easier for you to take out the ones that are not good, like the chaff of the Guinea corn, because they will all come up like this, and then the sand will go down. So when you carry the sieve out, the sand will be inside the bowl. So you will need to like start selecting. No matter how you select this thing, you will still get sand, like small sand. So you only get rid of that sand when you wash them properly. You can see the chaff that is already on it. So I'll just go ahead and sieve out the chaff that I'm not going to be using, and continue washing until the water it is totally clean. I'm going to be doing this for the 3 different corn, as you will see in the video. So after washing the corn, you have to get a bucket or a pot or something that you know that has a very tight cover, and pour the 3 different corn into the whatever you're using. Like I'm using a big pot. You can see the 3 grains are mixed together. Just pour them into the container or the buckets. Sometimes I use buckets, sometimes I use pot. It all depends on the quantity of pap I'm going to be making. So I'm going to be pouring enough water that we fill this pot, like it will cover the corn very well, because once the thing is soaked, it will absorb water and the size will increase, so it won't like be dry the way it was. So you soak it overnight for like 3 days. So what you do is every 24 hours, like this is what it looks like after 24 hours. It's starting to ferment. So every 24 hours, you just put your hand, sieve out the water, drain the water from the corn, and wash it and pour a fresh clean water. Reason because if you don't remove the water, when you will find out that after doing the pap, it will be smelling. But when you wash the rice and sieve out the water, it will help to reduce the smell, remove the smell that comes with some pap. When you see some pap, when they make it, it will be smelling what I don't even understand. But so when you remove the water, you pour another water in and sieve it out. When you sieve out the water, you pour it another water again and cover it, and the next day you still repeat the same thing for like 3 days. So this will help to soften the pap very well, and also helps to you to get more out of the corn, more pap out of the corn. So after 3 days, which is 72 hours, you just go ahead and wash it properly. Wash the corn properly, pour enough water, sieve out and wash it properly. Then after washing, you go ahead and you start grinding it after the washing. So this is me washing the corn, so that I will make sure I get rid of all the odor and all the leftover water from the fermentation. So before you grind this thing, please make sure you wash your engine. I'm using a big engine because I am making plenty. I usually make this in big quantity because it's not something you do every day, right? So this is me grinding the corn right now. So if you want a quick tip, if you want to wash the engine, like before if you're using this big kind of engine, so what you need to do is just to put morning fresh, mix morning fresh inside water. So while the engine is running, pour it inside the engine and use your hand and wash the body. Then the morning fresh, as the thing is grinding, it will be washing the inner engine. Then after which you lose it and check if everything is properly clean. So you can grind this as many times as you can. While grinding it, please remember to add water because it will enable the grinding process to be easy. So you can see it is not properly grind, it is still looking very rough. So you keep grinding it and keep repeating the grinding until it gets a smooth consistency, like moi moi or beans batter. What's it called? Beans, the consistency that looks like this thing that they use for making akara or moi moi. So after that, you just pour in enough water into the whole thing that you have finished grinding. Pour in enough water. This will help with the sieving of the pap. So all you need like at least 3 buckets or 3 bowls. I'm using big bath, 2 and another small bath. So what you do is, if you're using a cheesecloth like I am using, that is not, they have 2 types. There are some that are like bags, but if yours is not like bag, it's just plain like a tie, just tie it the way I'm tying mine, in order for you to create a baggy shape from it. So I'm going to be tying the 2 ends of the cheesecloth. I'll tie it so that it will secure a knot at the 2 ends, so that I'll have space inside that will look like a bag. This will make the pap sieving very, very easy and fast, because you know the old method, they usually tie it on the bucket and be doing it small. But no, I spent less than 30 minutes sieving this pap. And that old one, if I must tell you, I used to be scared of it because I don't like anything that will stress me that much. So but this one, since I learned this pattern, it has been easier for me. So after tying the 2 ends, you pour water in the bath and pour water in the other. But please remember to wash the cheesecloth and the other things you will be needing to, and the bag you'll be using to store the pap after you finish sieving it. So this is me. I've made the baggy shape, and also what I do is I open up the bag. You can see the bag, the place that looks like bag in it. I'll pour the already mixed pap corn in it. You can see that it's very, very watery because I want it to be very, very fast. So I'll just pour it there. Then I'll tie the mouth. I'll use my hand and grab. Just watch me so you will understand. I'll use my hand and grab the mouth and make sure that there is no way the liquid will escape from the mouth. Then I'll put my hand under and be using it to massaging the bag from under, so that the pap will be coming out from under, not the mouth. So you keep doing this and until you notice that the water, the pap, the color of the pap or the pap has changed color, so when you notice that the pap, the one that you've put is milk is no longer, or pap is no longer coming out from it that much, so what you do is you switch it to the next bath, which I'll be showing you in a minute. So once you notice that the pap that is coming out from the one that you're sieving it, the water is no longer coming out that much, it's no longer that milky, you switch, you squeeze it out and put the same bag, that the same way you're holding it, in another clean bath that has another clean water, and also repeat the same process just to rinse out the remaining pap that wasn't able to come out from the first water. This is the fastest and the easiest way to make pap, like very, very easy. You can just bend down and do this within 15-20 minutes, you're done. So you just need just 2 bath or 3 bath and you're done. So you can see that the water is no longer as milky or as pappy as it was in the first rinse. So what I'll just do now, I will discard the rest process. So this is the chaff that comes out from the pap. This is what it looks like. When you finish, it should be looking clean. It's not supposed to be looking so milky. In fact, when you touch it, you will notice that it's no longer as thick and heavy as it was. So we'll keep repeating the same process until we finish the whole pap. So just watch so that you'll be able to understand. So once you notice that the second water that you're using to do the sieving is no longer very light when you rinse it, you put water in another bath and also re-rinse the same one that you have already finished. And when you finish, you can just pour the water straight back into the bath and fetch another clean water so that you keep rinsing. So this is the chaff. This is the chaff. You can either discard this chaff. If you have poultry, you can give it to your chicken to eat, and you can equally eat it because this is pure fiber. So you can equally eat it, especially if you're on a weight loss journey. This is very, very good if you cannot deal without eating swallow. So this chaff is very, just have to like do it in a cleaner way, like keep it in a cleaner way if you're eating. So once you finish everything, the next thing I do is I'll just bring a bucket, carry that same cheesecloth, I'll wash it and clean it, then put it over a bucket, and that pap, that the whole pap that I've poured together in a bath, I'll just pour them inside the cheesecloth just to make sure that there is no escaped pap chaff or corn chaff that entered the pap. So I'm just receiving it, and this is the easiest one because you don't need much, you will not get much chaff from it, just like sieving, since it's for kids. But if it's not for kids, I think you should skip this process because it's not bad. So this is what I got after I received it, and this is the whole pap. I'll just allow it to settle for like 1 hour, and I will sieve out the water. If you're sieving the water and you notice that the white one is entering just like this, you stop. Then you pour it into the bag. Remember, you need a bag to store this pap. So you buy these things from people that sells the corn. They sell the bag and the cheesecloth, or you buy it. Some people used to sell it inside the market. They'll carry it around. So once you finish, you tie the mouth of the bag and keep it in a way that the water will be dripping. I usually keep it on top of sink and place something on it just to make sure it helps with pressure. So once it has finished dripping water, it should look like this. I left this overnight to dry water, so it should look hard like this, and when you open it, it should be like this. So this is the pap. Our pap is done. So the next thing you do is you can cut them into food storing container and put them in the freezer for as long as you want. So this is me making the pap to show you the end result of what we have made. So this is our pap at the end of it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do leave me a thumbs up, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.